Alright, and we're back. Thank you for standing by, my friends. I got lost on my way back to the couch. Frownie Toad, please, Cow says. Change the icon. The Battletoad Frownie. That one's not even on the list. It's so new. But, gladly. I like this one quite a bit. It's always strange to me when Agent Frownie is depicted as having legs because he's not supposed to. So like the Sonic Frownie, Sonic doesn't have legs. He has shoes. The Sonic Frownie, but this one has just a full lower body. Gotta make use of it. I love it, Cow says. Alright, so PB for attempts at Battletoads is stage 8. That's the furthest I've seen in this game so far. We're still trying to complete a first playthrough. As always, trying to do it blind, so... There's a lot of things for me to learn the hard way. It's pretty good, Mile Hyrule says. I'm glad you approve. This game is very upsetting. I've lost a life. Right before the healing area, I lost a life. Oh, things are bad. Hey, Tusk, good to see you. Welcome to Battletoads. You spared yourself a lot of misery coming in now. You didn't have to suffer through Taz. You're very lucky. I hope you're doing well tonight, my friend. Alright, so far this is the second hardest part of the game for me. Stage 2 and Stage 5 are really tough. Stage 2 here, I usually make it through. I tend to lose a couple lives, but I do tend to make it through the stage. Stage 5, not so much. The controls in this section are just non-existent. There's no way to know what the Toad is going to do or get him to do what you want. He's just every movement of his is completely arbitrary. Remember I just said that I hate watching games play themselves? This whole level is pretty much watching the gameplay itself. I'm hitting buttons, but I have no influence over what happens. I feel like my older brother has lied to me. He's given me a controller and told me I'm playing, but it's not even plugged in. I was lurking on Taz for about 10 minutes. That game is just so wonderful. Oh no, you didn't save yourself at all. Oh, Taz is disgusting. I hated when my sister got too smart for that trick, Mile Hyrule said. So I am the older brother. I don't actually have an older brother myself. I have a younger sister. I never had to use that trick for my sister though. She was never super interested in playing games. She was always pretty content just to hang out while I played them. I don't think she really started to get into games until Pokemon on the Game Boy Color and Harvest Moon. It's so difficult to eat flies. My older sister would come into the game room with her friends and try to mess me up while playing games. My sister is like exact opposite of me, gameplay-wise. She likes games that are like all text and story. She likes games that are just talky. I thought I was gonna die there. I messed that up. That's a shame. Victory! One life gone. That's still a shame. It's still a shame to lose a life there, because the turbo tunnel is historically the part that's been best for me. I'm such rubbish at so much of the game. That part I have tended to do pretty well at. Thank you for the trophies. I mean, I made it through there without losing a life several times now. But I can't always manage it. I'm getting a little better at this ice level too, except for the spikes. I still tend to die a lot to the spikes, but the rest of the stage I'm getting close to having a pretty decent grasp on it. Oops. Oh, what was that timing with the ice cube? I'm dead. I'm dead. The game heard me. The game heard me say I have a good grasp on this level. And it said we'll show him. These platforms and these spikes, they are really troublesome. Battletoads gets upset when you say you understand it. It does. It does. It's a little microphone inside the cartridge, constantly scanning for any boastful talk. What is that garbage? How many times you have to jump on an ice cube to stop it? I landed on that thing 3 times. I have the best cartridge of Battletoads. If it weren't such a pain, I would love to hold up the cartridge and show it on the stream every time. Every time we played. It's the condition is just immaculate. It's just 5K points hanging out there. I somehow think you're trying to bamboozle us. I mean, I have shown it off on the stream before. It's just... You know, it's one of a kind. Alright, this level is in... I said that level 2 is my second worst level. This is my worst level. It's just a complete roll of the dice whether or not I make it through this stage. Again, I feel like I have no influence over it. I forgot how many of those things there were supposed to be. Two, three, 4, okay, yeah, 5. I should get it graded. Graded video games are such an irritating, disgusting scam. I don't really like any graded collectibles. But naturally, video games are very sort of personally disgusting to me. I kind of agree, Mile Hyrule says. Just about to say grading games is a hoax, Tusk says. Yeah. I mean, first of all, the very principle of it is disgusting to me. But then you add on top of that that it's being used in a lot of shady ways. There's just nothing good about it. I get grading in the it's playable sense for retro games, but to the degree that collectors take it, it's a bit much. Well, I mean, but even then, you don't need a third party to tell you whether or not a game is playable, right? You get the game and it doesn't work, you know, you get your money back. You've been sold a false item. But my buddy Chris has an entire Master System collection, and it just sits in a container / shelf. An entire graded collection. Is that what you're saying, Tusk? Horrifying. What a waste. That's why that's one of the reasons in principle why I hate graded collectibles, is because it makes them unexperienceable. If you're just gonna take a game and seal it away forever in an acrylic shell where it will never be played, you haven't done anything but destroy a copy of the game. Like, same thing. I think the same thing with graded comic books, right? They're sealed away. They're sealed away and unreadable. So all you've done is make one fewer copy exist. I tell him he's a dirty shelfer. Stream Kyle, welcome in. Lots of games would have failed the day they released, depending on how you determine if it's playable. That's right. That's right. Technically, no playable copies of Taz Munching Madness exist. Oh, goodness. Sometimes having a third party affirming it makes it easier to get your money back in the event of a scam, but I totally get where you're coming from. I can see that too. I can see, I guess, the benefit if it's if we're talking about an outrageously expensive game, having a company that serves as basically I might be using the term right, like an escrow service. To guarantee a smooth and legitimate transaction. That could be handy. Hello, Master Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you, my friend. I'm falling a little bit behind on the chat at the moment. The snakes are very demanding of my attention. There's so many, like, extra tunnels there on the left to, like, fake you out. It seems like there should be so many more snakes, but they just kind of got lazy. The last one is super tricky, though. I see that, but as a fan of a game, I can see the coolness of having a perfect copy of my favorite game. Right, but my question is, I don't know, why do you need a third-party service to tell you that your copy is perfect? Can't you hunt for and select a copy for yourself? As well as a working copy. I would never buy anything like that, but I see why people do it. Howdy, Frownie. Thank you again for preserving my sanity during another middling work day. Happy to be here for you Tuesday. Best of luck. Best of luck with your surviving your work. There are people who sell reproduction carts without telling the buyer they're reproductions. Yeah, but I mean, that's just a crime. Those people should be brought up on charges for fraud. Unfortunately, like with any collecting-based hobby / community, people try to make money by selling fakes, yeah. Zelda dude, welcome in. I just got Ring Fit Adventure and beat the first level. I nearly passed out during the cooldown stretch. Hey, GG on a, you know. Achieving some physical activity. What happened? What? It spawned me off the edge. This game is dirty. I'm too old for this. I have a copy of that Ring Fit game. I picked it up secondhand. I've never tried it out. I think I would probably have a rough time with it. I need to get my head in the game here. I don't think the person I bought it from ever used it, and I am maintaining the tradition of having never used it. What you need is a player 2, then it'll be a true nightmare. Battletoads or Ring Fit. Flux, welcome in. Good to have you here. This game definitely doesn't play fair. I got that recently too. I haven't gotten around to clearing a space to use it in. Yeah, that's a big problem with it for me. There's nowhere down here in this room to use it. I guess you could say that it's a good excuse to not have to get up and do it. Space Invaders? Is Space Invaders. Oh, they're gonna get away with one piece. You can take these guys down. It's just tough. Okay, nice. That's good to know. There used to be an old game called Battletoads. If you think in any way you're out of shape, start on casual. I did moderate, and woo boy, I think I'll stick with casual for a while. All right, I will heed that advice. There's no way I'd do anything but casual, Cal says. I'm not delusional. So one of the things I do kind of miss about living in Houston was that I was able to go out and go for long walks at night, and I can't really do that in the frozen north like I could down where it was fairly temperate all the time. So most of my my physical activity lately has mostly been spent on the stationary bike. Those guys out of here. I thought it was Space Invaders time. Oh no. No, they got me. Gotta get some snowshoes. After moderate, there's intense and extreme. Oh my. Got a Ring Fit Adventure, only got to play it once before my situation changed, so I don't have room to play it, Kyle says. It was pretty fun and tiring, though. I feel like I want to take on the challenge. Stream it? Yeah, we'll do Ring Fit February. Nothing but Ring Fit adventure streams. 6 nights a week. I don't remember what the next part's like. Hey, we did it! We've tied our PB. My heart rate reached 178. I'll cheer you on. Oh, thank you. I know a streamer that does that, Cows. There's a Ring Fit streamer? This game reminds me of like a buffet of all the hardest boss fights you've faced in retro video games. Isn't that like the mission statement of Cuphead? Hey, thank you for the GG. Thank you for the victory. I think we did well. I think we did well. Arkanoid Addict, welcome in. You're just in time for stage 8. This is the furthest stage I've made it to. We got here last night. I've not beaten this stage yet. Cuphead is on a whole nother level. Never before have I seen a grown man complain about a jelly bean. Soon you will. Thank you for the vote of confidence. This level doesn't seem as bad as some of the stuff that's come before. From what I've played of it, it's just got, like, it's mostly the springs are... My big problem is mostly overcoming spring jank. Oh, yeah. No, I slipped off the edge. Oops. Cuphead is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing through that game. Also, I've complained about lots of jelly beans. We ate those Bean Boozled beans for a while on the stream, and boy, those are gross. Budafingers, good to see you. I've got terrifying news. Oh no. What is, am I ready? Am I ready to be terrified, Budafingers? I'm curious. You've made me curious, if nothing else. No. This is NES? Yeah, this is a NES Zelda dude. I actually own Battletoads for the Genesis and Game Boy as well, so we could do those versions down the line, but one monstrosity at a time. I've heard the Genesis version's actually a little easier, but I'm bringing the bounty back in perpetuity. I mean, well, thank you. We'll see. We'll see if I'm ever able to claim it. Thank you for the spin of the wheel, Tuesday. Let's do it. We got the green sauce earlier tonight. Fire roasted. Master Max eats Bean Boozled when he gets subs and gifted subs. His girlfriend and another person dropped 10 subs back to back. Didn't even know the Bean Boozled was going on. Yeah, we did it as a channel point reward for a while, but I don't know. It's just I get tired of it because there aren't enough different flavors. So we used up the last box that I had, and then it seemed a good time to just kind of stop. The what? Oh, yeah. The Budafingers has generously bribed me with 5 gift subs if I'm able to beat Battletoads. All right. I mean, this proclaims to be so hot. But it's really not that bad. It's fire roasted garlic and habanero, and I like the smokiness. I like the garlic, the sweetness of the habanero. Oh. It's kind of settling a little uncomfortably in my stomach. This is a hot sauce challenge? Yeah, the wheel of Scorched is a hot sauce thing. If you enjoy the stream, consider showering. Consider showering Frownie with your praises and admiration. Oh, wasabi's a good idea. I should get some wasabi pellets. That would be something that would be fun to mix onto the wheel. I should look for those. Budafinger says I told Frownie 5 gift subs if he beats it last stream. Now I'm just putting it up there until he actually beats it. That's very generous of you, Budafingers. Thank you. I am assuming I will eventually beat it. The operative word being eventually. Alright. Alright, the heat is mostly fading away. I mean, I made it back to stage 8 pretty handily. It wasn't a lot of struggling to get here tonight. It's bad. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea to talk about how you're doing. Nope. Oh, even that kills you? Gross. Battletoads is such a weird game. It's like equal parts amazing video game and equal parts like jank mess. Have you played Super Metroid, Frownie? We have. I enjoyed Super Metroid quite a bit. I did my first playthrough of that on stream last year or the year before. I think the year before last. That was good. That was fun. I would actually consider playing that again. And maybe trying to do better on the item hunting. I picked up what I thought was a fair amount of the items, but I definitely didn't get everything. I don't know that I could find everything in Super Metroid on my own. That game doesn't give you a lot of help when it comes to tracking the stuff down, so I'd probably fall way short of perfection. Beat the original Metroid for sure. I'd like to play the original Metroid. Always get lost in that game. Here it's good though. Yeah, Super Metroid's real fun. We've done 4 Metroid games, all of them on the stream. I never played a Metroid game except for some of the original one before the stream. But we did Super Metroid, Zero Mission, Metroid Dread, and Metroid Fusion. And they are all pretty fine games. Super Metroid and Metroid Dread were my favorites. But the others are definitely good games too. The original one, I was trying to beat it at one point, like in 2016. I was doing the whole like drawing my own map thing and trying to map it out and beat it. But one of the things, every time I died in the original Metroid, I was resetting because I found it more interesting to pick up the game from the start than to try and refill my health. And I got to where on pretty much every attempt I could pretty quickly, I could get the Various suit, I could get the high jump boots, and I could beat Ridley. Or no, I could beat Kraid. I never managed to find Ridley. So I don't know. I didn't make it all that far, I guess. Hey Jay, welcome in. Oh, hey, Jay is here. Happy Tuesday to you, my friend. The original one's definitely hard, but I enjoyed what I played of it. I was having fun with it. When I was working on it. I'd like to give it another shot. It would be, I know it would be a long, painful experience. Doing things on the stream, though, does typically serve to take a lot of the pain away. Metroid Dread was really good. Once I start feeling better, I'm going to beat it. I hope you do. I hope you do, Zelda dude. Dread was a lot of fun. We went for 100% of the items in that one. Some of those item puzzles are really tricky. This situation looks gross. I really wanted that one up. Ah! Oh no! It killed me. That's further up that level than I've ever been. So we did just see more of it than I've ever seen. This level just goes on and on and on. This is the tallest level in video games. I'm pretty sure we passed Jump King at some point. All those one-ups that I'll never learn how to collect. Oh, yuck. Jump King's on the bottom right now, remember? How could I forget? I love that you can just hang out here and these enemies take care of themselves. Contra has some pretty vertical levels. It does. It does. You're not wrong. I like the vertical level in Super C. That's stage 5. I think that's my favorite Contra level. I really like that stage. It's got a good boss. I love the colors in the background. I don't really play Contra, you know, like the vertical levels aren't like the highlight of the game for me or anything, but I do really like that stage. Got them both. Oh, this climb. I played Jump King, Zelda dude. I have not beaten Jump King. I spent 3 sessions on it, and I have made no progress. I'd like to beat it. I'd really like to go back to it and beat it. And I know that it's never gonna happen if I don't do it, but it's such a hard game. Hey, Boat Ladder, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. We are having a good time. We're doing better than ever at Battletoads. For the time being, at least. Don't understand stage 5. You've got all these grass wedges floating around. Like, reality is broken. Then all of a sudden, it's a mountain of shipping containers. I mean, alright. I grant to you the level doesn't make a lot of sense. But that's you've got to at least give me that the skull ship boss is a good boss fight. Skull ship is an excellent boss. Right on. Yeah, it keeps you busy, that one. I like it. So many, that's the thing. So many that's the one thing about Contra. The bosses, so many of the bosses are so weak. Contra boss design is D tier. Well, that was bound to happen, is what I was saying. Is it getting over it only on PC? I imagine it is. Yeah, I've heard of that one, but I actually don't really know anything about that game. I think so. Mouse is required for the stick movement. Contra Hardcore is A++ tier, Mile Hyrule says. I haven't played that one yet. We need to do it soon, though. I am for sure gonna do it soon-ish. I need to beat the Contra Adventure. I'm actually kind of thinking about playing that one on Friday. And then Hardcore will be the next one that we do after I beat the Adventure. I'm patiently waiting for Hardcore. It's coming. Was that it? That was game over? All my progress gone? Sad. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Mile Hyrule. One more run. Speaking of patience. Cold coffee. Alright, one more run tonight. Then we'll move on to Dark Souls. Let's make it a good one. I've got to play and beat The Contra Adventure, Hardcore, Contra 3 Game Boy, Legacy of War, Neo Contra, and Shattered Soldier. I need to play and beat all of those before April. Because in April I want to do a Contra marathon. I want to try and beat all the retro Contra games in one stream. So I need to complete a first playthrough. Also, Contra Rebirth. I wanna try and do a single stream where I beat all of the Contra games. The thing is, I need to complete a first playthrough of all of them. I may be in over my head. But I want to do it on we're gonna do that on since I noticed that the Contra guys are named after William Shakespeare. We're gonna do a Contra marathon on Shakespeare's birthday. They're named Bill and Lance, right? William, Bill, Shakespeare, Lance. That can't be a coincidence. That's my stupid joke reason for doing a Contra marathon. But I'm gonna get one of those big Elizabethan collars and wear it for the stream. I thought they were supposed to be Rambo and Army. I mean, I would have just called them, I would have just been happy forever calling them Blue Guy and Red Guy. I like Septic Tusk says. Oh, Arnie. That makes a lot more sense. Wear the hot sauce wheel as a collar. I know my beard obstructs you from having a good view of my neck, but I assure you it is much too thick to fit through that wheel. This is a very rough descent. Oh, and now I'm dead. Wear the wheel around my neck like on a chain, like a clock. Have you ever considered letting a little Minish figure live in your beard? Oh. That would have been so useful when I was back in school. Yeah, so he could feed me all the answers. Hardcore Uprising, that is that game is on the Xbox 360. That one I don't actually have a copy of yet, and I don't have a 360 or anything from that generation. For the sake of completion, I guess I'll have to eventually get it, though. Oh, it's digital only. Uh-oh. Well, then we shall see. Contra makes a man do strange things. Ooh, I'm really high up on these islands. Victory! No. Sometimes this game is just garbage. Those snowballs falling out of pattern like that is so irritating. No, I don't have Rogue Core. It's on my, like, watch list or whatever for the Switch, so I'll probably pick it up at some point, but I haven't really needed it. I'm a far way off from making it to that game. Ugh. Disgusting. This level is disgusting. Betrayed by the ice level. I know, I love ice levels so much, and they don't love me back. I can't wait until I win the lottery, Mile Hyro says. I'm not going to work and finally finish my backlog. Any day now, right? Your numbers will come up any day now, I'm sure. I only buy a ticket like once every 6 months, but yeah, I will win. I'm kind of the same way. I buy a lottery ticket, once or twice a year. There's no sense in playing the lottery all the time when it only takes one ticket to win, right? I bought one for tonight's draw, got nothing. My condolences. I'll never win the lottery because I'm using up all my luck on this level of Battletoads. That's the only thing that ever gets me through it is luck. The day I beat Battletoads, I should buy a lottery ticket. So the trouble with double tap to run games like Battletoads is when I want to inch forward, I run a tremendous risk of accidentally running, and then that will sprint me forward by a huge amount. And when I want to slowly tap my way forward, it's very easy to end up accidentally running. That's sickening. That's sickening. My strike went through him twice. 3 times! Why is this guy invincible? He showed up to the battle without bringing his hitbox. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with the game. I'm being repeatedly robbed. Ugh. You always do that. I caught some of that comment Tuesday. I'll have to properly read it. Surprised the stick isn't bouncing off of him and making me whack myself in the face. This is just unreal. I've never had an attack go through an enemy so much. I mean, that one missed. That one didn't. Ugh, I don't like this game. Are there any games that you loved as a kid, but it was too hard to finish? Then you went back and beat it when you got older? I mean, Super Ghouls and Ghosts was like that for me. I never beat that until I was an adult. I played it a lot as a kid, but I never figured it out until I was an adult. I could never figure out how the bracelet was supposed to work. The mechanic for retrieving the bracelet. The instruction manual for Super Ghouls and Ghosts suggests that the bracelet is a unique item hidden in one specific location in the game. So when I would play that game, I would always go looking for it as if it were an item that uniquely existed in one location and just had to be found. I'll never be able to finish that game. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. To finish it for real, you know, both loops, true ending. It's one of the hardest games you can attempt, I think. I'm sure there's other games like that too. I just there's games that there's games I played as a kid but never finished, but I don't know that I would call them things I loved. Alright, well here's one, except I still haven't finished it. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. That's a game that I loved from childhood and was never able to finish. I haven't been able to finish it. We did pretty well last time I tried on the stream, though. We made it like 45 levels in. And I think there's only like 60 or so levels to the game. 60 or 70. When was the first time I finished the first Zelda? Like 2010, I think. I didn't own Zelda 1 as a kid. That's another one you'll never finish. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. It's yeah. That's a tough one. Did you use a guide for Zelda 1? Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't always play games the way I play them now. I didn't always appreciate the experiences that I was robbing myself of by using guides. Yeah, well, that can't happen on this stream. Oh. But that's all right. There's lots of other games I can suffer through for the first time. I hate when my success is just so completely out of my hands. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do to guarantee my success in this part. I'm just waiting for the game. I'm just waiting for the game to play itself to a successful conclusion here. I have no influence over this. I can't believe that I actually grabbed both of those for me. I need a Men in Black thing so I can use it to forget things. I mean, I basically have one of those Mile High Rule. It's just called time. I think every 10 years or so, my memory performs a complete reset. I'm convinced someone keeps using one on me, Cow says. I have a terrible memory. Yeah, any game that I've only played through once, if I just wait, you know, like 5 to 10 years, it's all gone. Pretty much the same with like movies and stuff like that too. If I only experience it one time, it's like a sandcastle. What am I supposed to do? How do I not land on a thing? It's terrible. I'm just 100% at the mercy of the game. It's just all whether or not it decides to spawn an item under me. And I have to count on it to not do it for so long. Ugh. Put in the bad in Battletoads tonight. There is if you say it right. How is there not a prequel called Battletoads? uh... Alright, we got through that guy pretty quickly. I mean, it almost, like, I'd almost prefer at this point that we don't make it through this level, because we don't have any continues left, so... At this point, the game has mistreated me so badly that I'd rather just run out of lives. Oh, bad little toads. Alright. That makes more sense. I can't very easily tell I's and L's apart from one another in the chat. The font's too small. Cool. Cool. Of all the places to die. Hey, nice. We have a raid coming in. Oh, there's nothing good. There's nothing good. I don't know if you can see and hear us yet, but Vance Velez and Raiders, thank you for coming along. It's a pleasure to have you here. If you came in specifically for Battletoads, though, I gotta let you know we're almost done with it for the night. This run is coming to an end, and we're actually gonna move over to the Switch for Dark Souls. I'm not throwing in the towel, but I'm running out of lives. Zangief, 1 credit clear is no joke. Not gonna revisit that for a while. Battletoads is no joke. Oh, this game has crushed me. I went from my best run ever to such a terribly frustrating attempt. Oh. I'm sorry that you had a rough night, Vance. Things have turned pretty bad for me here. I'm trying to beat Battletoads for the first time. I've never beaten this game before. And we just level 8. Level 8 is the furthest I've ever been. We made it there last night, and we made it there tonight. And I did better at it tonight. I did better at it tonight than last night. So, like, I achieved a new PB, but then I just got wrecked on stage 5 on my second attempt there. That was horrific. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I have no control over that level. and it's very irritating. Dark Souls is the worst punchline. It was successful, though. It only took about 6 hours to grind it. Oh, then hats off to you. All the suffering was made worth it. GG. I can't imagine I will ever be any good at Street Fighter. much less capable of a challenge run. So hats off to you on that one. Maybe Battletoads. I have a suspicion about this game. I feel like if I beat this game, that in order to beat Battletoads, I'm gonna have to become so good at it in general that I think getting a 1 credit clear won't be that hard. The game is so difficult and requires you to become so good at it to begin with that I think that just a plain just a sort of plain, like, by any means necessary victory will not be all that different from a 1 credit clear. If you can break Super C, you can break Street Fighter. I believe in you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. The trouble is I'm not really that much into fighting games myself, so I'm kind of extra bad at them. The run and gun stuff is much more my style. All right, so I hate to do this to you just as a raid comes in, my friends, but I do need to go ahead and get the capture switched over and take a short BRB and move us over to Dark Souls for the rest of the night. We have business to take care of in that game. Actually, I'm going to take the BRB first because some of the things I need to switch the capture are not within arm's reach at the moment. But I do appreciate you coming in, and I appreciate you sticking with me for Battletoads here. I'm sorry it devolved into such a catastrophe. But we did have one good run. We did have one good run. I should try and dwell on that. It's hard to do. It's hard to do after getting grinded into powder by stage 5. But all right, my friends. I will be back with you in just a moment. Just a few minutes, and we'll see about defeating the 4 kings. Oh, I should also give the heads up. Dark Souls is an M-rated game, so if that's not appropriate for you, my friends, then we'll enjoy your company another time. And I'll see you in a couple minutes.